Hi, this is Greg. Look for my book, The Agile Brand, on Amazon or on my website at theagile.world. Welcome back to The Agile Brand. This is Greg Kihlstrom. I've been talking for the last few episodes about the things that have changed in society and technology and our industry that have really facilitated Agile brands needing to exist and being successful. First, I talked about social transformation and really how shopping, buying, referring, word of mouth, all of those types of things have changed with the advent of the internet, as well as more recently with social media. Then I talked about brand as experience and relationship, where the brands and the brand consumer relationship has really evolved over time, and consumers have more and more power and in the dynamic as they have more choices and want more specifically tailored things to themselves. Then I talked about in the last episode market disruption. So how companies like Netflix, like Uber, like Square have really disrupted traditional longstanding industries and are really putting any established industry on notice that, if you haven't been disrupted already, you're probably ripe for disruption soon. Today, I'm going to talk about exponential technologies. So when I talk about exponential, what I mean is, any technology that allows us to perform an action, but have it reach many different people in many different ways. So I'll give a few examples of this. So personalization is a great example of this, where if I set some rules in place, I can easily tailor information for millions and millions of people. So a very, very simple example of this is email. So if you use something even as simple as MailChimp, you're able to customize the first name and say, "Hey, Greg, get your free widget," or so on and so forth today. So that's a super easy example of personalization. Some of the stuff that I do at my work at my agency gets a lot more complicated than that, based on, it's not just pulling a name from a database, but it's figuring out where did you come from, maybe where are you currently, what's the last product you bought, all of those types of things. Amazon has been doing this for many years at this point with their product recommendations. But personalization is getting a lot smarter over time, and everything from figuring out what has already been done. So really taking a look back at analytics and database and stuff like that, to getting a little smarter, which is more on the predictive and even prescriptive side of things, which means, okay, well, this person has taken this set of actions. They haven't actually told us that they want something, but we believe, based on other behavior, other similar behavior, we believe that they're probably going to be ready for XYZ. Let's say a bank, for example, is they're looking at the purchasing actions of a customer. So, okay, this person goes to Home Depot every weekend and they buy a bunch of stuff there. Okay, so this person is interested in home improvement. So let's say, they have an account with us, they have a credit card with us. Why don't we contact them about a home improvement loan? Because we know they're interested in their house. Whether they're going to Home Depot because they have a lot of problems there and they need it to get fixed, or because they're just one of those people that likes to, much unlike me, but one of those people that is handy and can build things and likes to fix things up. And let's target them with something that is relevant to them. Again, they haven't asked us for this. If they asked us for that, it would be super easy. But because they've taken these actions, let's anticipate this and predict this. So personalization, certainly is a great example of this. And it forces brands to be more agile, because they need to be able to adapt. They need to create a lot of different types of campaigns to be able to adapt to a lot of different variables. So, there can be near infinite variables if you try to personalize things enough, and so that can bring challenges of its own. And so a lot of times when I work with clients on personalization strategies, we need to be really careful so that we're not caught trying to write 1,000 different taglines and calls to action and stuff like that. We need to kind of relegate it to some reasonable amount of work. But personalization and some of these exponential things that are really facilitated by artificial intelligence or machine learning really help brands be more agile because they don't have to create 100 different static campaigns for different customers. They can really allow customization, personalization to create some of these things on the fly. So there's other technologies. Marketing automation certainly plays into this as well. When used well, automation with personalization is a great tool. Chatbots, I think, are another thing. Certainly, a lot of people are talking about them. A lot of people are using them in increased numbers. And I think, to be honest, I think a lot of people have interacted with chatbots and not even known it. I think they're getting better, and pretty soon they're going to be really good. But chatbots, one of those things where, okay, well, you don't need a bank of telephone operators and people sitting next to a chat window or anything like that anymore. You don't need that customer service team manning all your customer service inquiries. You have a machine do that. The chatbot is instantly connected to all your databases. They have the customer information. They don't have to wait and look up this information here, and the person has to wait on the phone or wait on the chat. So, there's a lot of benefits there to the customer because they're able to access that. And from an exponential standpoint, it means that you have one application that is then able to serve many, many customers. In the next episode, I'm going to talk about the modern customer experience and what I refer to as the device agnostic consumer. Thanks for listening. See you next week. If you enjoyed this episode and found it helpful, please rate the show on iTunes or contact me through my website at theagile.world. You can find my books, The Agile Brand and The Agile Web, on Amazon and on my website at theagile.world.